I want to tell you about the time AI almost misled me on something. So early in my AI learning days, I was trying to understand IP licensing, specifically like how artists own and protect their work. I asked ChatGPT how uh, Taylor Swift has had different moments and different case studies of when she fought for her IP rights. So I asked it to give me 5 to 6 examples, but one of them felt really wrong. So one of it just felt like there is something going missing here. And since there was some kind of complexity, I kept prompting different things to AI. So I kept asking, like, dig deeper, or tell me what about this angle, or tell me more about this recent development. But every time it kept giving the same answer very, very confidently, and it was wrong, or at least incomplete. And it wasn't until I asked the sources or the links, the references, is when I realized what was actually happening. And AI wasn't really lying to me, it wasn't making things up. It just didn't know what it didn't know. And it had no way to tell me that. It had no way to tell me, like, I'm not sure about this, and it might be an incorrect answer. It just said something super confidently. Now, if something like this has happened to you, um, excellent. You are in great company, and it happens to everyone, and that means you've been working with AI well. So, because AI has these three limitations, most of the problems are the root cause of these. So, let's go through them one by one. Limitation number one, hallucinations. This is like a technical term for when AI generates something fake or false or made up, or something that doesn't exist, or a code that no one really said, and it says it with like super confidence. Okay, now this is something that I covered in the last video, that AI generates text by predicting what comes next. It is based on patterns. It doesn't really look things up, and it does not really verify anything. So it just completes your sentences in that way. So when it hits a question where it doesn't have a solid information or prediction, it doesn't really stop or say, I don't know. It just keeps predicting, like, whatever could be the plausible next word or structure for this, super confidently. Like, think of it like this new enthusiastic intern who never once said, like, I'm not sure. They're just like, you ask them a question and they're like super confidently giving you some answer because they have seen, like, they've sat through meetings or through reports or emails, that they roughly know what kind of a question it is and what answer could it probably be. So it sounds easy to them to just give away some random answer. That is hallucination. Okay. And here's something that's tricky. Hallucinations are the hardest to spot in areas where you already do not know the answer, which is why you're usually probably using AI, because you ask it something that you don't know, and you now can't catch that there is an error because you don't know about it in the first place. So, what do you do about such things? Here's how you can handle hallucinations. Okay, number one, treat AI output as the first draft, not the final answer. It's a brilliant starting point, but not a citation. Number two, for anything factual that matters, names, dates, legal information, court, medical information, verify with a second source before using it. Number three, ask AI to tell you where to verify. Where would I check this? I don't always know, but it often points you somewhere useful. And number four, the higher the stakes, the more you check. An email or a subject line is fine, but a client facing report, definitely check every number. Let's move to limitation number two. the knowledge cutoff. AI models don't learn in real time. They are trained on massive amount of text from the internet up to a specific date. After that date, they don't automatically update. They don't read the news, they don't know what happened last, they are weak, like their memory is weak or months or probably even years old sometimes. And this is exactly what happened in my Taylor Swift case study. AI didn't have any information about the recent developments on that case, and hence the answer it showed to me was not really wrong, but it was incomplete. It was from a few years ago, and the case had closed after that. So every major AI tool has something that's called knowledge cutoff, the date after which it has no reliable information about. And this matters a lot because AI doesn't always tell you that it is operating from its past cutoff. It might answer a question about a recent event with an outdated information very, very confidently. So the cutoff tool, like cutoff varies tool by tool, and they are different cutoff dates. They are also updated over time with like newer versions or newer releases. But here's something that you can do to handle the cutoff knowledge cutoff. Number one, for anything time sensitive, recent news, current pieces, news laws, recent research, don't rely on AI alone. Use it alongside a current source. Number two, ask AI directly. What is your knowledge cutoff date? Most tools will tell you honestly. Number three, some tools like Perplexity with browsing enabled can search the web in real time. Use those when recency matters. And number four, for evergreen topics, writing, strategy, frameworks, history, the cutoff rarely matters. So understand that and then identify which are those topics where you can use AI freely without really thinking a lot about the limitations. Now, number three. Limitation number three is the context window. A bit of a refresh from if this is your first video. In my previous video, I explained that AI processes text in something called as a unit, which is tokens, roughly equivalent to words or parts of words. It's just how it breaks language down to work with. But here's the limitation. Every AI conversation has a maximum number of tokens it can hold at once, and that limit is called the context window. It's essentially the AI's working memory for that session. Think of it like a whiteboard. Now, a big, big whiteboard where you can write a lot on it, but once it is full, you need to erase something in order to add something new. So the initial part somehow gets wiped off. And that's exactly what happens with very, very long conversations with AI. As you keep getting deeper in it, earlier parts of the conversation start getting blurry. AI doesn't have amnesia, it literally just can't see the previous text anymore. It's outside the context window. So this shows up in a few ways. You might already have noticed, like if you paste a very long document and ask for a summary, the summary feels like it has read only the first half. That's the context window. Maybe sometimes you're deep into a long conversation and the AI seems to have forgotten something you said at the start. It's the same thing. So, what do you do about it? How do you handle the context window? Number one, for long documents, break them into sections and work through them one chunk at a time. Don't paste everything at once. Number two, if a conversation is getting very long and the AI seems to be drifting or forgetting context, start a fresh chat and repaste the key information at the top. Number three, keep a short context summary for ongoing projects, a paragraph you paste at the start of each new session to bring the AI up to speed quickly. And number four, context windows are getting larger with every new model release. Now, this limitation is shrinking fast, but you still need to remember it. And finally, these are not reasons to distrust AI. It's just like other tools. It has some of its real strengths and some real blind spots. Like, think of it like a calculator. It is brilliant at math and completely useless at telling you whether your business idea is good or no. So, do you stop using calculators? No, you just know what they are good for and you use it for that. So, same thing here. None of these are reasons to avoid AI. They are just reasons to use AI with your open mind and open eyes and with as much clarity as possible. That's it. This was really useful for you. The full course playlist is linked in the description. Do check it out. And next up is the dreaded question everyone is thinking about. Will AI take my job? Yes, that's what we are going to tackle. And I'm genuinely going to try my best to give you an honest answer. Not something that's scary or reassuring, it's just an honest one. So, see you there.